Dear Dr. Massimo, thank you for having me in that class. I think I learned a lot, and it was a very good class. And because of this, I think I want to be a communications major. It's either that or marketing. They're kind of going together, and I just thought that taking this class really helped me to see what I want to do in life. So I just want to say thank you for that. And with that being said, I believe that I've made many improvements in my public speaking skills. I've always been very confident in my speaking abilities, but with this pandemic and the quarantine for a while, I think I've lost some of the confidence. So it was good to be able to refresh and learn again some of the skills, along with just communication overall and public speaking. I thought my biggest improvement was not using the words or in between my thoughts. So instead of using those words, I would just take a deep breath and just let it be more natural. Comparing and contrasting my speeches, I thought that my first speech I was walking around a little bit too much and I was keeping my hands kind of close to my body, so it looked like I was a little bit nervous. So then the second speech and third speech, I felt a little bit more relaxed, and it looked like I took my time on my speeches. It was upwards of 7 minutes sometime. The last one was 9 minutes, I believe. So I definitely thought I got more comfortable as the speeches went on. I believe that I maintained eye contact really well during the speeches, and I felt most comfortable doing the second speech because having that visual aid, I think, helped a lot with just my overall message. The aspects I think that I still need to work on will be my memorization skills. I think that I just need to practice a little bit more without using my notes because I'm so geared toward having my notes there that I can look back at them and not really, I guess, grasp a whole understanding because I just need to read blah, 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 blah. And so I think just being able to practice without my notes and just continuously practicing in front of a mirror, in front of the car ride down to Ohlone, anything along those lines would be very helpful. So after reviewing the speeches, I thought that my last speech was my personal best. And while my first speech was probably the one that needed the most work based off just the lack of confidence, I felt that the last speech was good because I knew the information well and I thought I presented it very well. While my first speech was not my best based off of just lacking the confidence with the walking around, and it was a little bit distracting. Overall, though, I thought I didn't have one speech that was superior or one speech that was just really bad. I thought that they were all just pretty good throughout the semester. The three concepts or skills that I could take away from this course and apply to my future and overall life is 1, maintaining eye contact with my audience. 2, using my hand gestures more. I think this is one of the biggest lessons I learned because it keeps the audience paying attention and can take the audience off of you for a little bit. And this is one of the characteristics or lessons that I really am trying to incorporate more and more into my talking. And then the third one will be starting off the speech with a quote. I thought that this was a really good concept that I learned because it really broke the ice at the beginning for the introduction, and it got them involved right from the beginning. A good, powerful, impactful quote, and then ending with one as well was really good because it kind of just set the edge for the speech, and it was just really good to have a conclusion. I think it's important to be a public speaker because having the necessary tools to speak in situations and to a group of people will be very helpful in my career and in my life because I want to be a professional athlete and if that doesn't work out, a businessman. So I'm going to be part of the center of attention for a lot of businesses or people. And I think that just having these skills down and learning them will help tremendously in my future. One tip I would give is to not be afraid to make mistakes. If you go into this class if you can go in this class, try to make one new mistake every day. It's kind of like a life goal I have, is just try to make one new mistake every day. And I think you'll be very successful, because the only way to get better is to make yourself uncomfortable and put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Any last thoughts? I would say that I thought this class was very fun and interesting. Even though it was online, I thought that you were keeping us on task and you're helping us out a lot when needed. And I thought that the lab was also a very helpful tool, because we could get an extra pair of eyes on an outline or an extra set of ears during our speech, so they could kind of give us tips. And then when it was go time for a speech, it really narrowed it down. So I'd just like to say thank you for having me in your class, and it was a pleasure. I hope to see you around next year. Thank you.